Look at the castle. My neck cracky floor. Welcoming you, be well. Hopefully you do well. I don't do so well. I tell you why. I don't know. I actually don't want to tell you. Or no, should I? Just people at work, some of them, sometimes actually just one of them out of 20. It's the same human being as usual. People is quitting the job there, nice people, because they don't want to go along with, they don't want to work along this guy. But nobody would ever say it into like straight into the eyes, or like behind back, like that nobody hears. We complain or, but we all don't say anything. It's like a weird polite thing here in Austria. Christopher Waltz is from Austria, and he said that Austrians are polite, but they don't mean it. And this is so beautiful, like exactly. That's beautifully said. I mean, yup, it's like that. So when you have an asshole around you, it's hard for them to say anything because they always smile. And sometimes I'm thinking, what would actually help if not telling straight away? Because you know, guys, I've been in this situation many times in my life. I changed job many times. I met people which I was uncomfortable, like I found uncomfortable to working with. And I also many times told them alone, not in front of everybody, or I catch them like after work and I was like, hey, what's the problem? Can we like do it better? I did it many times, never successful, never successful. Every time I did something like this, it always turns against me, in sense of like that the relationship between us was even weirder. I usually quit. In some people I was heroes, but they would never stand up behind me. So it's like cowards around that time. And this time, this is my first work where I'm almost 2 years. And I'm not considering, I hope I will keep my mouth shut because especially my German language is not that good, so it would be possible in a way, but I wanna do it. I really wish to not do it, to not say anything, unless it's like very necessary. But still, like, people see me certain way. I exactly don't know what way at work, but this would be definitely like, wow, who is this guy actually? But sometimes I'm really, I don't like when like it's a man, yes, especially women, they are being treated by his behavior and the way he's treating generally. Like I've met some people, but I would very hard would be for me to find memory of a guy like this, like that arrogant, super arrogant. You can smile at him, you can like, help him when he needs work and more, and it's like going around and I'm being chilly, but he's like up and down. He's like one day like this and another day he can just stab you from back, and then the second day he comes and make a joke around. Yeah, it's so sick. And when I found out that, when I started working there, I just closed myself. I closed the door for him. At the first few months, I was like, I couldn't read him. We're like, so what? What guy are you? And then I realized what Asi he is. Like actually, it's like that. It's like this kind of nonsense. Yeah, like really problem in his head. Like being nice and then no. Actually, not really nice. It was like yelling and screaming on the whole kitchen stuff and like. So it was really nice, but and then I was like, no, no. So even though this guy will start making jokes and around me, I love jokes. There's over 20 people. I love everybody. But with him, I just know. I don't give the attention unless I have to help or do something. Like when it's in work, then yes. Like if it's something with work, yeah, but nothing else. And it's his fault, not mine. I'm so happy being adult finally and see these things where it's my borders and where I did my fall. Like when I failed, you know. In this sense, I know I did know. And I'm not saying I would never open again the door, but guy who is like 55, being super grumpy and arrogant. No, I'm there 2 years. This guy is what he is, but it doesn't mean I will give him all my energy. So if I don't have to, I don't really talk. I don't really look at him even. I just do my stuff. What I do mind, the way he's treating people. He doesn't really in touch so much with me, but working with the people then, the way they are around him, they are so stressful. I cannot even talk to them. It's just so annoying. And now today I heard like one guy, I really like him. He's about to leave. He's looking for another job. It's too early to leave, but he's looking for another job because of, you know, working with, because he doesn't really like the energy there. Like this guy going after him a lot, and yeah. And I do mind that. I really do mind, because good people going away and Asi guy is staying. Sometimes I don't know what to do, because when you speak loud, not aloud, but if I would speak out loud my thoughts, I'm happy to have a work, you know, honestly. Here in Austria, because I do not speak German language, people don't really speak English, and English works, especially where I live. This is like, you know, small towns around, nothing big. I'm happy for the work, and I just don't want to lose it, and I don't want to create any tensions there. I just don't want it. So if I would say anything, it would create a tension, and I don't like it. I don't want to fight anyone. I'm happy that I'm just like this guy who has his head down, but I hear and see everything, and sometimes it's painful, but I gotta keep my mouth shut and head down and do the work and go home, because I don't want this extra attention. Sometimes I don't know like what to do, like in the sense of like what would people actually generally, what can you do? Because it's not just me. Even if I speak good, yeah, it's still I don't feel like I want to be the leader fighting for the politeness of all the teams there, like the whole kitchen. I don't want it. I don't want this. Everybody don't like it, but nobody, I don't know if people considering it, but since I'm the youngest one there, like young worker, like just 2 years, he's there over 20 years, this guy. Yeah. That's another point. Yeah. It's like you bring something up against him, what are you talking about? People working with him 10, 15 years there, and then you come and you have a problem. So it's like, no, I will not do it. And I hope, and I asking God every day, give me a strength to shut up. I don't believe that anyone would stand behind me. Maybe, but no. And this is what it is. And sometimes I'm thinking like, what actually to do to not get hurt, in a sense of, you know, the thing is, when you interact with people here in Austria, not everybody, especially this person, I know it. Okay, I know it. Not everybody is like open to dialogue. Like, okay, let's talk. What do I do? No, he would be offended, even if I would be 20 times very much right. Even if he is wearing a red T-shirt and telling us it's yellow, and I would say it's red. You know, it's really red. He would be offended. So it's this type of guy. So no way, I'm not going into conflict. So sometimes I really understand that when I came there, in the first 6 months, there was a anonym. Somebody have written an anonym letter, complain about, like generally people, not really mentioning names. I didn't know that time, but I know it now for a few months, although it's more than 1 year old. I knew something was going on there, and I didn't understand what was going on. So I can understand that people rather send an anonym than do direct talk, because this just doesn't work, really. And even if, then I would be brought to head chef, he too, and then we kind of talk like, what is it, and then like, we would do like metaphorically like a handshake, and we do better, and it would not be better. No, I know, I've done it many times in my jobs. It would be weird, even weird between us. Suddenly he would see me differently. Yeah. I don't like that, and I don't want to have this special attention, like just me. I know you might say, don't be a coward and go for it. I'm like, I will be, in this sense. So if you see it as a coward, I don't think it's a cowardness. I just want a peace. And there is a 20 people. I am there the shortest time, and I'm the one who should go into this conflict. No, I don't. I'm just not gonna do it. Although he go least after me. I'm the least person who goes after. Yeah. I will not do it. I just want to complain here to you guys and hear about your opinion. So now, you let me know down below in the comment section below if you have such a fun at work or where else. And what would you do? But honestly, think about it. Don't just write, I would grab him by the neck outside and shake him. No, really. Let me know. It's not an easy thing. Especially it's like, I don't need to have him gun. You know what I mean? I don't need to never see him in my life. It's like, if you consider that we can work together, what's the way? Although it's also not about me, as I said. I am the least of his attention, like being on me. But I do mind the energy there. When he's day off, peaceful. When not, it's not really, people don't really talk much. It's sick. Down below, comment section below. Please let me know. See ya.